Well, hey, there you are, Sonia here. Welcome to Sonia's Sermonettes. Scraping the bottom of the barrel. Have you ever found yourself in such a situation? I know there are many right now that have found themselves in a major dilemma as to what provisions will be for them each day. A lot of the homeless people rely on just searching around trying to find something to eat, and in the wintertime trying to find something to keep them warm and comfortable as much as possible anyway. But many people have found themselves in the same situation in a spiritual aspect, scraping the very bottom of the barrel and nothing's left. My barrel is empty and I have no other means of filling that barrel full of meal or oil or food or whatever. What does a person do when they come to the end of themselves? What can be done? Where can they reach out to and go to? What is the reasoning for all this that's going on right now? Is to help us to regroup and work together and stop all this working against one another and ridiculing and rejection is what's going on. They made their bed, let them lay in it. Is that right? I'm reminded of a story in the Bible of a prophet, a major prophet, who was on his little road walking somewhere. I'm sure he knew where he was going. I'm sure that the Spirit of the Lord had impressed him to walk down this road, and I'll lead you to exactly where you're supposed to go. He walked up to this little house, and this little lady was out in the yard picking up sticks. And in my way of putting it, he came up there and he said, "What you doing? What you up to?" And she looked at him. I don't think she knew she was in the presence of a prophet that was sent by the Spirit of God. A lot of times people come our way and they've been sent by God. And sometimes we don't even recognize that fact. We just want to tell them what our problems are and let them know I'm gathering up sticks to make a little fire, and me and my son are going to eat the very last that we have here. We have no more food, nothing stored back. We have not hoarded up and prepped ourselves for this famine that we're in. So the prophet spoke a strange word to her. Many would think so. Some would say, not so. I just have enough for me and my son. And when we eat this, then we're going to die. Now that was quite a dramatic statement, wasn't it? And what did the prophet say to her? Make me a little cake first. In other words, what I get out of that story is not for these people that like to do this money handling and money grubbing or whatever, and using that as a gimmick to get you to fork over every penny you have. What it shows me or tells me is this: if you will obey what has been told to do, what the man of God came along and said, take it as serious that this is a messenger from God, and I'm going to listen to what he has to say. It may not even sound like there's a solution here. You're wanting to eat my last little bit of food? But God wants us to give ourselves to him. He wants us to give our all to him and put him first. And guess what happened? Provisions were made. God has provisions on every side for us if we will just obey and listen to the voice of God. She made him a little cake. And I'm sure after what happened after that, she perceived that this was a prophet of God. Because what happened in the story was her meal barrel was filled. That was a miracle. Her oil was filled. And she didn't run out. There was an endless amount provisions made. God can make provisions for you out there today, irregardless of what it appears to seem like. The most important thing is to look to God for your answer. Believe beyond what's happening. There are solutions, there are ways to be made, and God will provide and provide that He did for her and her son. Not only that, but to think about this, she actually fed the major prophet of God. What a blessing that was. Put forth your best foot. Give out of your need, whatever it might be. I'm tired and I ain't going to deal with nobody. I'm tired of talking to people, is what a lot of people think. But if you get over yourself and look beyond your needs and see all the people that might be able that you could help, it would give you a whole different perspective in life, wouldn't it? I pray you stay encouraged and believe God, and this too shall pass. These tests and these trials that the children of God and all the people of the world are going through will pass. It will be over. The storm will be over. Be encouraged today. And so, until next time.